Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're taking a look at a modern classic. We have a knife from ESNYX. This is part of their silver line, the Barracuda. So I did a video on, what was it, the Beer Buster? Very cool knife. The Beer Buster is one of the more popular models, but back when I got those, I also got one of these Barracudas, and this thing is sweet, right? If you're into more traditional styles, of course, this is a slip joint, but you like those modern materials, this is like, it's just super, super impressive. This, of course, is made by Evan Nicolades. Hopefully not butchering his name, but very cool knife maker down in Florida. The silver line is more of their, kind of international made, cheaper production models. I mean, it's super common these days. Custom makers, this knife, the custom version of this is 600 plus. A lot of his folders are over $1,000, and obviously that's a price range that a lot of people, can't find themselves investing in. So it's super common to get, cheaper production versions of their designs, and this is just one of those. Now, this is made in China, but it has extremely high tolerances. It is just perfectly made. There's literally no flaws. And if you were to put this up against a lot of different slip joints today, especially in the price, this sells for about $265. So it's not a cheap knife by any means, but it's cheap compared to, again, the $600 or $700 custom version. But it really is it's amazing the quality you're going to get out of some Chinese knives these days. It really is like second to none in a lot of cases. Now, of course, if you're like me, I'm an American guy. I'd love to have an American knife, but I just can't, find American knives in this price range that offer this level of quality. There's just too much overhead, there's too much time that goes into it. You guys know the deal. You know what I'm saying? So that's where these knives type, they tend to shine. So first, let me show you the fit and finish on this guy. Look at that matchup, right? From the back spring to the back of that blade. It's seamless. There is no gaps in the scales at all. It really is amazing. I cannot describe the checkering that's on these scales. Right? These are G10 and titanium, so it's a titanium frame with G10 scales on it. Cool little shield there. And you can see this hardware on here. So it's not pinned. This is a knife you could take apart. It's actually running on washers, so it's super smooth. But you could take this apart if you wanted some custom scales or, whatever, wanted to tinker with it yourself. You could do that. It's not permanently pinned or anything like a lot of custom knives are. You see his little logo there. The blade is wonderful. You can see silver line on the back, so you can quickly distinguish between maybe a custom. This one is in Bowler M390. The blade is perfectly ground, comes to a ridiculously fine point. It is razor sharp. Some quick specs on this guy: 3.5 inches on our blade length, full flat drop point, very slim little toothpick type blade, 4 inches closed, all right, 7.5 inches overall, 2.1 ounces, very lightweight. It's amazing too, because it's like a, kind of an under the radar type knife. Because we have a long, slender, pointy blade, this is extremely capable. This thing can cut and slice like a lot of much bigger knives, but it's just deceiving because it looks kind of delicate and thin and small, but it's not. It is a full-size knife, but just absolutely beautiful. Really is just perfectly done. You whip out one of your case knives or even Queen Cutlery, or dare I say it, GEC, right? Great Eastern. People love their stuff because they're such premium knives, but this thing, just made in China, is just as nice, if not nicer. I guess it depends on individual knives you might compare to it. But it's just beautiful. Again, modern materials, the M390, the titanium, the G10. So we have classic design here with upgraded, modern materials. It's super cool. It's not a whole lot to say about it. It's just a beautiful work of art, but it is fully functional. Came in just a little clamshell, soft clamshell, so it's nice for storage, so you're not going to scratch it up if you're just looking to collect it. But I did EDC this. I EDC this in 2 different, pocket organizers, and it worked out great. Again, super slim, lightweight, but extremely capable. You can see that we only have a nail nick on one side. There's no, I would say, practical way of opening this with one hand. This is a two-handed knife. So, but the nail nick is actually quite deep. So it takes no effort at all to really get a nail in there. But once you get a nail in, you're not going to slip. You have a very good grip on it. All right. So it does have a half stop there. So how I usually open this is I go to the half stop, and believe it or not, I go on the edge side and just grab the side of the blade and open it that way. Now it looks like it's dangerous. It's not. And I've had no problem opening this a couple hundred times. You can open it all the way, as you see here. But because the half stop is nice and strong, I tend to change positions and just open it that way. And then every time I do it, I tend to slide my finger across, and that basically I'm getting rid of the fingerprints on the blade, because maybe it's a little OCD. It bothers me seeing the fingerprints. But yeah, make your cut. You're good to go. You can close it one-handed, of course. It's just such a beautiful piece. They offer this with a blue scale. They offer this with a Damascus blade. Of course, if you end up getting a custom, it's whatever you want, whatever you work out with Evan. But just beautiful. The Beer Buster, again, kind of a cooler design. A lot of guys like their craft beer and that kind of stuff. So having the bottle opener is kind of a cool little addition to that. But this, I mean, it's slim. It's underrated. I'll say that. This is actually a fantastic, very usable pocket knife. This is something you can use your whole lifetime. Give to your kids. Pass it on to your grandkids, and the $265 price tag for it, it's not a drop in the bucket. That's still a lot of money. I don't care who you are or how much you spend on knives. That's an expensive knife. But in this case, it's worth it. It's worth every penny to someone who's looking for this type design. It really can't get better, unless maybe there's a certain blade steel that you prefer. But there's literally no critiques. There's nothing I don't like about it. The texturing on these scales is just so well done. It's grippy. It just feels good. It's just perfectly done. It's hard to describe. I'm not sure how these are manufactured. I don't know if that's CNC'd out or there's some kind of machine that makes the texturing on there or what, but it works so well. And it's just a perfect fit. Just beautiful. I absolutely love it. So if you're into, I say modern traditionals, people don't like that because it sounds like jumbo shrimp. Either it's traditional or it's modern. But no, you guys know what I'm saying, right? There's a lot of makers doing that. They love these classic designs. Their father's knives, grandfather's knives, grandmother's knives, whatever, that get passed down. But they want those, modern materials. They want carbon fiber and G10 and titanium and Damascus and Timascus and all the cool stuff, right? So anyway, that's it. Just definitely worth looking. The whole silver line across the board really is awesome. And I'm very excited to see, what new patterns and designs he comes out with in the future. I really love, I forget what it's called, the Snook, I think. Just a wicked blade design. A lot of belly up front there. Pretty cool. So that's something I look into in the future if I was looking for another one of his knives. But yeah, I just want to share with you. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. So if you happen to have anything from Evan, let me know down in the comment section, or if you have any of the Silverline stuff, but really just awesome. And what's cool too is I'm seeing a lot more of his stuff available through different dealers. I know BladeHQ carries it. If you go to, his main website, you could find, he has a list of all the different dealers that carry his knives. So if you're interested, that's how you could find him. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.